Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
The war on terror that has been raging for years has at some point took an unexpected twist. In addition to having to fight the terrorists, both overseas and here at home, we're also fighting a war of well-placed propaganda, and sadly it is being fought by the very people who will be killed if it has won. The toxic cloud of political correctness that hangs over this country has rained down inclusivity that we are required to honor, above our own good judgment. That inclusivity means that even if someone is commissioned to kill you, you still have to bring them a pie when they move in next door. It says that even if an ideology turned a group's home into a wasteland of hatred, war, and death, if they want to come here and start over, using the same tactics, we have to let them. I am talking, of course, about the destructive teachings of Islam, and everything that comes with it. Thankfully for the future of this nation, President Trump doesn't require the politically correct police to sign off on his orders, and one of his very first moves, once he got into office, was to put a travel ban from the nations from which most terrorists originate. That ban has been halted by activist judges and had every single roadblock possible thrown in its way, but finally, the president's orders are being followed. Fox News reports that the Supreme Court upheld the ban, and at least for now, travel to and from 6 Muslim-majority nations is halted. Handing the White House a huge judicial victory, the U.S. Supreme Court on Monday ruled in favor of President Trump's travel ban affecting residents of 6 majority Muslim countries. The justices said the policy can take full effect despite multiple legal challenges against it that haven't yet made their way through the legal system. The ban applies to people from Syria, Chad, Iran, Libya, Somalia, and Yemen. Lower courts had said people from those countries with a bona fide relationship with someone in the United States could not be prevented from entry. Grandparents and cousins were among the relatives courts said could not be excluded. Obviously, many liberals are furious about this, because how dare a white man tell brown men and women what they can and can't do? It's just not right in the eyes of the social justice warrior. However, when that white man is the leader of the United States Armed Forces and tasked with keeping America safe, and those brown men and women have proven that they will die trying to take out as many Americans as possible, it has a justifiable response. The question on everyone's mind seems to be, but don't you know that you might keep out good people? Yes, that is a possibility. There is a chance that there are non-Muslims who would have come to the United States from one of those 6 countries. However, the combined percentage of non-Muslims in those countries is less than 15%, including every other religion and non-religious affiliation. There is also a chance that we could be letting in Muslims who are what you might refer to as non-radical. Well, that is how we refer to them. Muslims refer to them as not devout and probably headed for hell, because if they don't do what they were told to do, which is killing us, they promised harsh punishment. Those odds should not be acceptable to anyone who knows how numbers work. What is especially troubling is the way those who've already immigrated to the United States are activists for the causes of their homeland. Pamela Geller reports that the Muslim population in Florida is getting completely out of hand with their protests and vile threats toward anyone who dares stand up to them. The next terror hotspot may very well be right here in the United States of America, in Florida, as a matter of fact. Why? Take a look at this, from the Freedom Outpost, a story of how some are speaking pretty radically against the president, against America, and against the backdrop of an ISIS flag. This is a video film a couple of years ago, but the issues are still ones that Muslims are fighting for today. This is happening on American soil, where they're promising to go to war with anyone who stands in their way. Warning, strong language. With that video in mind, take a look at these 2 comments, made by the White House and the ACLU, longtime supporters of the Muslim community. White House Deputy Press Secretary Hogan Gidley called the ban lawful and essential to protecting our homeland. President Trump's anti-Muslim prejudice is no secret. He has repeatedly confirmed it, including just last week on Twitter. Omar Jadouad, director of the U.S. Immigrants' Rights Project, said in a statement. It is unfortunate that the full ban can move forward for now, but this order does not address the merits of our claims. We continue to stand for freedom, equality, and for those who are unfairly being separated from their loved ones. We will be arguing Friday in the Fourth Circuit that the ban should ultimately be struck down. You're right, the president does have an anti-Muslim prejudice, and it is part of why we elected him. His bias has to do with the fact that the religion itself instills an imperative that they kill anyone not ready to convert to Islam. So unless you want to start following Sharia law, you should have an anti-Muslim bias as well. Common sense dictates it. H/T, Fox News, Pamela Geller. Follow us on Facebook at Freedom Daily.